विकी कौशल, कियारा और भूमि पेडनेकर की अपकमिंग फिल्म गोविंदा नाम मेरा चर्चे में है। बीते दिनों ही करण जौहर ने ऐलान किया था कि यह फिल्म सिनेमा घरों में नहीं बल्कि OTT प्लेटफॉर्म पर रिलीज होगी। वहीं अब इस फिल्म का ट्रेलर रिलीज हो गया है जो काफी ज्यादा मजेदार है। ट्रेलर में विकी कौशल के साथ साथ भूमि पेडनेकर का अंदाज काफी धांसू है, तो वहीं कियारा अपनी हॉटनेस से लोगों का दिल जीत रही हैं। फिल्म का ट्रेलर काफी मसाले से भरा है, जिस वजह से फैंस को अब फिल्म का इंतजार है। कॉमेडी सस्पेंस से भरा है गोविंदा नाम है मेरा का ट्रेलर विकी कौशल के अंदाज पर हो जाएंगे फिदा। तो आइए चलते हैं सीधे ट्रेलर लॉन्च पर और सुनते हैं सभी से उनकी मन की बात।
A film is a massively collaborative effort, and it takes a lot of energy, a lot of talent, and a lot of strong collaborators to make sure that we actually put out the best quality product. To begin with, I would like to first invite a very dear friend of mine. Not only has he been a business partner, but has been a dear friend over very, very many years. May I please invite on stage Head Content Disney Plus Hotstar and HSM Entertainment Network Disney star, Mr. Gaurav Banerjee. Gaurav, like I said in the way I introduced you, that not only have we been business collaborators, but very, very dear friends over the journey. We've seen so many ups and ups, and it's been an exceptionally solid partnership that we've had with Disney Plus Hotstar, and even prior to that.
Having coffee for a really long time, Karan.
Yes, we've been having coffee for, coffee has been on for 18 years, and you've been for a major part of that journey. Gaurav, tell me, we have in such an exciting environment where there is literally 3 verticals now performing exceedingly well. We, of course, have always had television. Then we've had digital platforms that have completely taken over. And now a cinema is also back. Thankfully, with this week's release, we know for a fact that cinemas are back in abundance. How have you actually managed this juggling all balls, really, between television and digital mainly? Has it been a challenging time, especially post-COVID and pre-COVID?
It's been an exciting time, and it's been wonderful because of creative partners like you. You mentioned all of these verticals. Let me remind you, 2 of those verticals are in great partnership between Disney star and Karan Johar. Coffee with Karan last few months ago was an incredible success on Disney Plus Hotstar. The movies were lit up by Brahmastra.
Yeah.
So I think this has been an incredible time. And we also, in the last 3 months, announced our first series together.
Yes.
So lots to look forward to. It has been a difficult last 2 years, I think, for humanity at large. And of course, we could not have escaped its wrath. And I think those were horribly tough times. The cinemas were shut. A lot of really ambitious shoots could not happen. It was hard. But it's amazing to see the bounce back now. I think it's fantastic. We are seeing a massive lift-off, all kinds of entertainment in our country right now. It's exciting to watch, from Wakanda Forever to Brahmastra to indeed Ajay's film this weekend. There is so much exciting and wonderful things happening, and it's really, really good to see. And hopefully with Govinda Naam Mera, we add to the joy.
Absolutely, and Govinda, that brings me to Govinda Naam Mera. We discussed this a while ago, and we always wanted to have a collaborative digital partnership. And then who better than Disney Plus Hotstar? Because not only is it a solid platform that puts out amazing content every week, but also has the maximum number of subscribers, and that makes it the most powerful platform. So first, a huge round of applause to Disney Plus Hotstar, ladies and gentlemen, which has truly been a hallmark of quality and quantity, and to balance that is no mean task, and you've done it so exceedingly well. So tell us about what your thoughts are on Govinda Naam Mera and how excited the platform is to accept it with open arms on the 16th of December.
So 2 things. One, that I have been a massive fan of Shashank Khaitan. I think he's one of the most wonderful young filmmakers that we have in this country. And Karan, you've been a wonderful mentor to him. And I genuinely believe that Badri Ki Dulhania is one of my favorite films of the last half decade. I think Shashank is an extraordinary filmmaker. And he's been a good friend of mine for several years. He and I have been talking, wanting to collaborate for a really, really long time. And I still remember I was going back home late one evening when you called and said that there was something that you were very excited about. It was really close to your heart, and you wanted me to come down and watch the film. And I turned up one weekend at Dharma, at the old Dharma office, where the first time I met you, incidentally.
That's only because we were making it convenient for you, Gaurav, because you live closer. We are good partners like that.
You are. So I saw the film, and I really, really liked it. So I think it connected with me as a consumer. It was really surprising that it came from the world of Dharma, because, I mean, Dharma is, you put out a really sporty video the other day where you spoke about some of the things that Dharma is really known for and how you're sort of moving away with that, with a huge portion of reality. So I hope fans really like that. It's different, it's vivacious, it has got great looking people, we'll see them soon.
Yes.
It's got a wonderful set of actors, amazing dialogue, and a fantastic twist.
And a fantastic twist, yes. And we really want to say this together, that we hope and pray through all of you members, illustrious members of the media, that you can really solidly put out that there should not be any spoilers, because the film will have many, and it's best that we preserve them for the audience to watch it and relish it and enjoy the ride. Gaurav, thank you so much. I'm going to allow you to take your seat, and also, again, from the bottom of our hearts, literally on behalf of Viacom, on behalf of Dharma Productions, on behalf of Mentor Disciple Films, we want to thank Disney Plus Hotstar for always being such solid partners.
Thank you for calling on us, and thank you for being wonderful partners, Karan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you. Partnerships are what I think our fraternity is all about. Collaborations and partnerships has what allowed us at Dharma Productions to grow from strength to strength and take huge leaps where it comes to the world of entertainment. I'd like to now call one of our solid collaborators and partners in our journey cinematically and on films that have gone straight to digital. We would like to invite on stage the COO, Viacom 18 Studios, Mr. Ajit Andhare. Ajit, thank you for being here today. And, you know, of course, our journey, my journey with Viacom 18 has been, of course, a long-lasting and a very exceptionally lucrative one as well. And not just on the end of the television shows that I have judged and been a part of, but the films. And our recent partnership that began with Gehraiyan and then extended itself to Jug Jug Jio, and now Govinda Naam Mera, and is going to finally go into Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahani. What has been, to me, it's been exhilarating. It's been so wonderful to partner with you and everyone at Viacom 18. But how has your experience been with us?
Everybody wants a piece of Karan Johar, isn't it? So with Karan, I think as he already said, this relationship has been phenomenally rewarding. It actually came at a very difficult time post-COVID. And when, films were actually in a complete switch-off mode. We stuck this partnership in hard times. And I think it's been one of the smoothest partnerships that I have done with any collaborator in the industry. Maybe it's a couple of WhatsApps, it's a couple of quick meetings, it's a quick visit to edit, it's a good look at trailer, and, we move forward. I think it's happened largely because there is a sense of shared passion about the kind of storytelling that Karan does. And you can see the slate. Look at Gehraiyan, completely different kind of film. Jug Jug Jio, which actually brought a tremendous amount of audience to the theater. And now to this, and this has a special place, of course, because we come from the lineage of Andhadhun. Yeah. And I think this is the most unlikely film to come from Dharma. But that's what you want as a storyteller, as a studio, that you are able to do a whole lot of range. You are able to, especially in these times when the audience has become so difficult to, predict and understand, can you do different things? We talk about Surya Kumar Yadav. We can hit the switch hit, the front hit, everything. So I think for creators also, we can't simply be one tone, and we have to find different ways. And I'm glad that the partnership has gone through 3 films already. Yes. This one being the third one, and of course, the big one, Rocky, for which we will speak another day.
Thank you. Thank you, Ajit, for not only being an amazing collaborator, but also a solid force for us to sometimes lean on and sometimes actually imbibe from. Thank you very much. Thank you. Allow you to take a seat. And now, most importantly, I have to invite my boss, the CEO of Dharma Productions, none other than my partner in crime, Apurva Mehta. Apurva whispered in my ear, I'll make it quick. Apurva, unlike me, has always got stage fright before coming. Is that true, Apurva?
Very much so. I feel very odd being here, but nevertheless.
But now this is part of the job. We have to all deliver on all accounts. Apurva, of course, you and I have been through so much together, and also the pandemic was a challenging time, and we took some decisions, you know, and of course one of our decisions was collaborating with the illustrious studio of Viacom 18, and one of our always heartful decisions has been to collaborate with Disney Plus Hotstar, because there's not only a practicality because of their massive platform, but also an emotionality that has always been. What has your experience been on Govinda Naam Mera?
So I have to say, firstly, that I am hugely excited about the film on a personal level for Dharma Productions, because I think this is our first attempt at a comedy thriller, and very thankful to Shashank Khaitan for that. So please, a big round of applause for him. And this film, as you see from the trailer, is full of twists and turns, and it's really a roller coaster ride filled with emotions of love, laughter, chaos. So I think it's going to be a very big fun ride, and very pleased to have it on the Hotstar platform. And of course, Viacom, who's been an extraordinary support through the filming of this movie, because a lot of it was shot during the pandemic, and I know that they were a very strong support in making it happen. And of course, indebted to the great actors on the film who've worked so hard in those times, Kiara, Vicky, Kiara, and Bhumi. So thank you, and we really hope all of you enjoy this ride on the 16th, exclusively on Disney Hotstar.
Thank you. Thanks, Apurva. Thank you. All right, the man himself. Now, resilience, talent, consistency, and someone always who not only pushes the envelope in terms of entertainment, but also has mentored so many young filmmakers, which is a rare thing in our business, because very few people take it forward and play it forward, but he does with an open heart. One of the most talented filmmakers that I know of, a storyteller beyond all storytellers, has dabbled in so many genres, starting from Humpty Sharma Ki Dulhania, Badrinath Ki Dulhania, Dhadak, producing Good News, and Bhoot, and now directing Govinda Naam Mera. There is a repertoire of so many amazing things, but more than anything else, Shashank is all heart and will always be close to my heart. Please welcome Shashank Khaitan. Shash, when I see you, I think the first emotion that always comes out of me is pride. The second is gratitude, because you helped build our company and studio like a brother, like a member of the family. And third is sheer emotion. What does it feel like today? Because this is your fourth outing as filmmaker. What does it feel like?
I think for me it begins with gratitude first. I mean, just from the time I first met you in 2013 to now, I think every idea I come up with, you are like, let's go for this. So the amount of love I've received, and I think well said that we are family. I think nothing else matters. Through the lockdown, I remember when we couldn't even see each other, we were communicating, and we always spoke about what can we do? You know, how can we let the troubled times not get to us, but create content? And I remember when I came to you with Govinda Naam Mera, it was such an edgy film, such a quirky film, something which I've never done before, and you were like, let's do it. Let's just do it. We'll figure out what has to happen. And I think that's the kind of love I've received from you, from Apurva, from Dharma, which is my home. And I just have immense gratitude. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Ajit, for partnering with us and for all the lovely words you said. And I'm very excited to share it with everyone. And thank you to the media for turning up. And I'm hoping everyone has a fun ride.
They absolutely will. If the trailer is anything to go by and the film we've all seen, we're supremely confident that this film will actually make everyone laugh, get intrigued, and also understand the world of a twisted mind. Thank you, Shashank. And we're going to start calling now. We're going to start calling on stage now, ladies and gentlemen, our illustrious and supremely hot and happening cast. We're going to begin with a supreme artist, an actor who is so versatile that she obviously is the word for versatility herself. She has grown from strength to strength as an artist and has covered almost every character with elan and panache. This is our second film with her at Dharma, a first that she actually did us a huge favor by doing, and for that, all of us will always be very grateful. Please welcome the powerhouse of talent, Bhumi Pednekar. Bhumi, you look gorgeous. And everybody will go green with envy looking at how hot you're looking today.
But I want to ask somebody, no, I want to ask all of them something before we get into our conversation. ट्रेलर कैसा लगा? और आप बोलोगे मस्त. ट्रेलर कैसा लगा? मस्त.
Okay, fab. Bhumi, amazing. And you know, you've actually, before even our interactions, you've known Shashank from way back.
Yes.
You know, of course, every time we've met, we've always spoken about collaborating on something special. And when Govida Naam Mera came to you, you took a beat, you took a moment, you took a day, and then you called and said, let's do it. Yeah. What does it feel like post the film now?
You know, as you rightly said, I took a day only because I needed some time to actually believe that Shashank has written this phenomenal film. I've been very fortunate to have great scripts come my way, but Govida Naam Mera truly was something so disruptive, unique, so funny. I really wanted to do a comedy and a thriller, but here was this script with this fantastic cast. What an ensemble cast we have. Where every character was done so much justice. It's so funny. It really keeps you guessing. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I was just so excited. And I really wanted to collaborate with you again. You know, as you rightly said, we've spoken about it so many times. And I just felt like, you know what? This is that film. And even personally as an actor, you're constantly looking for parts that kind of help you grow, you know, get out of your comfort zone. And playing Gauri definitely did that.
I mean, we don't want to say too much about the character, but I have to say that Bhumi's portrayal of Gauri will keep you wanting for more. In fact, there's a spin-off there somewhere, but we don't know, or we can't tell you too much because there are twists and turns that actually every character comes with. Absolutely. But let's not reveal, let's not be the spoiler ourselves. Bhumi, as always, it has been a pleasure working with you on this film, and we hope that this collaboration extends to many more movies. Thank you so much. Love you. All right. She has literally been the most successful heroine of this year with 2 back-to-back commercial successes with Jug Jug Jio and Bhool Bhulaiya. This girl has literally also grown from strength to strength. From commercial cinema to hardcore performance films, she truly has become the darling of the nation. Please welcome the gorgeous and the very talented Kiara Advani. All right. How does it feel?
Amazing. It feels amazing to be back here to meet all of you. I've missed Bombay, actually. I've been out of Bombay shooting for Mumbai. I have missed Mumbai. I've been shooting for a very long time, but it just feels so good to be back here and to be launching a film that's so close to our heart. It's definitely emotional for me, overwhelming, because I think this is going to be the film for me that's going to end my year, and I couldn't have asked for a better film than Govida Naam Mera. So thank you, Karan. Thank you, Disney Plus Hotstar. I've said hello to everyone, so I'm not going to pretend and say hi to you all again. We have done our hugs and kisses backstage. But thank you, Shashank. I have to thank you for this because he came to me with this script, I think 2 years ago. And we've had a journey since then. But just working with you and playing Sukku and being a part of this amazing cast and this amazing film is truly changed my life, and I'm sure they'll see it when they watch the film, but we've had such a fun time. I can't wait for you all to be entertained by it.
And also I have to say, when it comes to Kiara, Shashank, you have a tall order to live up to because Kiara and Dharma have been very lucky for each other. We started with Love Stories, we went on to Guilty, we then went on to Good News, Shersha, Jug Jug Jio, and now Govida Naam Mera. So it's been 100% record, and we plan to keep it going. Thank you, my darling, and I look forward to seeing you soon again. But please take your seat. All right. Okay, what a fantastic actor. Has kept the Josh going, not only in cinema, but also with his sheer personality, his aura, and his very being. Playing Govinda came to him very easily because his versatility comes first and everything else follows. A bona fide movie star and someone who you can also call a solid performer. Whether it's Masan or the magic of Uri, he has delivered on every single account. Please welcome the Govinda of Govida Naam Mera, none other than Vicky Kaushal. Vicky, welcome.
Hello, Karan, thank you. Hello. And thank you, everyone, for turning up. It's so good to see you all. But yeah, very excited for everything that's going to follow up.
All right, Vicky, what was your first reaction? I remember the moment you were hearing the screenplay of Govida Naam Mera in our boardroom at Dharma Productions, and I left before, I heard what you had to say. And then subsequently, Shashank called, and within those 3 hours, he just said he's on. I said, but he just heard the script. He said, yeah, he's on. So what was your reaction when you heard the film for the first time?
Firstly, before that boardroom meeting, narration that I had of Govinda Naam Mera, उससे 1 साल पहले मुझे शशांक ने बुलाया था for a small meeting where he said, मैं कुछ ना पागल लिख रहा हूँ और मैं सोच रहा हूँ तुझे लेके, जब टाइम आएगा मैं बताऊंगा. I was like, okay, और इससे ज़्यादा मुझे कुछ नहीं बताया था शशांक ने. And then I went into shooting Sardar Udham and I came back and that's when he narrated this. Firstly, I was hungry to do something, a film where I did not have to cry. So I was...
दुख तेरा खत्म ही नहीं
तो
होता.
इस फिल्म में साला ये दुख फाइनली खत्म हो गया. तो आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी. और मेरे लिए मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट वॉज बिकॉज जब भी आई यूज्ड टू मीट माई मासीज, चाचा जी इन पंजाब और एनी रिलेटिव, एवरी फिल्म यूज्ड टू कम एंड दे वर लाइक, नहीं बहुत अच्छी एक्टिंग की है पर नाच गाना कब करेगा तू? So finally that film came and me and Shashank, we go way back to our theatre days actually. Shashank is also a tremendous actor himself. हमने and dancer, हमने साथ में थिएटर किया है. हमने नसीर साहब का एक प्ले करते थे हम साथ में, where he used to act and he was the lead actor in that play, और मुझे एक बहुत छोटा सा रोल मिलता था उसमें. So तब से हमारी दोस्ती है and we've been wanting to collaborate as a director actor now, and I'm so happy that he even thought of me for this part because मुझे पता नहीं था कि ऐसे भी मेरे बारे में सोचा जा सकता है. So by his confidence and your confidence, Karan, I got the confidence to play Govinda.
Well, and fantastically so, as the trailer depicts. And I think the word chemistry is always used very loosely. Chemistry is really about the compatibility of artists coming together, their ability to perform scenes with absolute abandon. So there is terrific chemistry between Vicky, Bhumi and Kiara, and of course all helmed by the captain of the ship. So it seemed when the film was being shot that it was like a breeze. It happened so fast and the results were overwhelming. So we're very excited for the 16th of December. Very excited to collaborate with you, Vicky, and we can't wait to do much more. Thank you, and please take your seat.
Thank you, Karan. I think that's mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open our questions, which I will be moderating. Yes.
Naveen, this side from E24. सबसे पहले congratulations for the entire team. हम लोगों को ट्रेलर बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद आया. आपको बैक स्टेज पे ही सीटियों और तालियों की आवाज़ मिल रही होगी. तो एक्चुअली एंड भूमि इट वाज मस्त. मेरा सवाल गौरव सर आपसे है. हमने हॉटस्टार पे बहुत सारे आपके प्रोजेक्ट्स देखे हैं, जैसे कि ह्यूमन हो गया या फिर क्रिमिनल जस्टिस हो गया, बहुत सारे जो कि हटके हैं, जो कि बहुत ही अलग से हैं. क्या आप गोविंदा नाम मेरा के जरिए एक नए कैटेगरी में टैप इन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो? क्या इसके जरिए कुछ नया हम देखने वाले हैं हॉटस्टार पे?
जी बिल्कुल, हमारी हमेशा उम्मीद रहती है कि हर कहानी के साथ हम अपने फैंस को सरप्राइज करें, कुछ ऐसा कहें जो इससे पहले उन्होंने हमसे उम्मीद नहीं रखी होगी. और शायद कुछ ऐसा ही करण और शशांक भी करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे. जैसा कि आपको लगा हमारे पिछले शोज़ या फिल्मों से, ये ट्रेलर थोड़ा हटके है, बहुत अलग है. मुझे बिल्कुल वही फीलिंग आई जब मैं धर्मा के ऑफिस गया और मैंने ये फिल्म देखी कि धर्मा ने ऐसी फिल्म बनाई, वाह, और शशांक ने ऐसी फिल्म बनाई. क्योंकि शशांक की जो कहानियाँ हैं, जिस तरह से इससे पहले उन्होंने कही है, मैं उनकी फिल्मों का बहुत बड़ा फ़ैन हूँ. और मुझे लगता है कि जिस तरह की प्रेम कहानियाँ वो कहते हैं, जितना रियल वो इमोशन लेकर आते हैं, वो बहुत खूबसूरत है. और शायद ही कोई आज के माहौल में उतनी अच्छी प्रेम कहानियाँ कहता है जितना कि शशांक कहते हैं. लेकिन इस बार वो जो कह रहे हैं, प्रेम में बहुत सारे रंग मिले हुए हैं और बहुत सारे सरप्राइजेस भी. तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको भी अच्छा लगेगा.
बिल्कुल सही, जैसा कि अपूर्वा सर ने कहा, वी ऑल आर वेटिंग फॉर दिस रोलर कोस्टर राइड. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Who do we have next? वहाँ पीछे कोई, हाँ, there.
Hi, this is Vinamra from First Post. Vicky sir, first question for you, that as an actor you have always made choices that are different. But I feel even as an audience, your choices of films have been different, because whenever actors are asked about films that they were inspired by, they say DDLJ, Satya. You are the only actor who said international khiladi. So, what is it about that movie that really inspired you or intrigued you while you were growing up?
See, I'll tell you very honestly, मेरी जिंदगी में ना इंग्लिश फिल्में बहुत लेट आई हैं. तो I have grown up to अक्षय कुमार films, गोविंदा films and शाहरुख खान films. और वो भी थिएटर में भी जाना बहुत देर बाद शुरू किया था. आई रिमेंबर मेरी फर्स्ट फिल्म थिएटर में DDLJ थी. उससे पहले जो टीवी पे लग गई पिक्चर वही देखते थे हम. तो टीवी पे यही आती थी, इंटरनेशनल खिलाड़ी, खिलाड़ियों का खिलाड़ी, यही सब. तो हम इसी के फैन थे. So yeah, my first, probably that germ of becoming an actor was seeded in by these films only. And Govinda Naam Mera is another kind of a fragment of the same fabric. You know, it's like an ode to those pulpy films where murder bhi hai, par comedy bhi hai, romance bhi hai, धोखा भी है, suspense भी है, thrill भी है, सब कुछ एक ही फिल्म में हमने पूरा डाल दिया है. And I'm like everybody is saying, I'm really grateful to Shashank to have come up with this concept and script, keeping it contemporary, but also giving a note to that pulpy Bollywood masala.
And Kiara, I wanted to ask you that you have been hailed as the golden girl of Bollywood because of back-to-back successes. So what do you have to say on that? And do you feel... Yeah.
Right now it's taboo, ma'am. Bhool Bhulaiya 2, Drishyam 2. She's taken it over. But thank you. That's all I have to say to that.
And do you feel Suku is going to be that one very credible addition to that list of characters that you have played?
I really hope so. My cast is saying 100%. I hope so. You all have to tell us when you watch the film now, on the 16th.
Bhumi, towards your right. Nirali, you're from India today. Hi. Your character seems a lot different and fun from the roles that you have played before. I want to know how fun experience it. Yeah. I want to know how was your experience working on this character and how much fun did you have?
Well, as you can see, the amount of fun we all had was extremely high. You know, to start off with, a lot of it has come from Shashank. There were times when we were workshopping when Shashank would give me like the smallest nuances that added so much to Gauri. First of all, just playing this girl made me so uninhibited. I had so much fun. There were no layers. I didn't care. I went all out. And it is so liberating as an actor to be able to play a character that speaks their mind. You know, she's so straightforward. She's such a femme fatale. She's sexy. And for me, like, I've not played such a bold part ever in my life. And Shashank really kind of guided me through that. And the best thing is the comfort that I and Shashank have, because he was my senior in film school and he was actually the first person that saw a performance of mine and told me that, you know, you have something in you, just be serious about what you're doing. He was very strict.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. My question is to Karanji. Yeah. Was there any scope for real Govinda ji in this film?
Sorry?
Was there any scope for Govinda ji, real Govinda, in this film to take him?
Not really. With great regard and respect to Govinda ji, who is, I would say, an iconic actor in cinema. All we borrowed was the name, perhaps. But there was no, it would have been, I think, beyond the madness that this film already has, it would have been a further stretch. But we do hope that we have his blessings because we are such big fans.
Hello, Divya here from India Forums. Vicky, I'm a very big fan of yours.
Thank you, Divya.
So my question is to, as you have already mentioned, this is kind of a genre-breaking film for you. So how is the whole process of learning and unlearning for Govinda been?
I had a lot of fun. मुझे बहुत मजा आया. Like I said, this was the film I was shooting after Sardar Udham, तो मैं बहुत खुश था. और रोज मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि मैं आता हूँ, काम करता हूँ और वो पार्टी की तरह होती थी और मैं घर चले जाता हूँ. मुझे एक भी दिन कोई सीरियस सीन नहीं करना था, कोई रोना धोना नहीं था. We used to come, we used to, in fact, just keep working कि अगर कोई स्क्रिप्ट पे कॉमेडी सीन है उसको और कैसे हम और कॉमेडी कर सकते हैं उसमें और क्या फन क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. And that is always a it's a very halka pulka nice way. And also one thing I'll tell you about Shashank is he's probably the most positive person I've met in my life. He's so centered, he's very clear, and hamesha shooting bhi जिस दिन टाइम पे खत्म होता था तो मुझे लगता था ज्यादा शूटिंग कर लिया आज, क्योंकि ये 1-2 घंटे पहले ही शूटिंग में निपटा देते हैं, इतने फास्ट हैं. सो द एनर्जी ओवरऑल ऑन सेट वाज अ लॉट ऑफ फन. जेन्युइनली मैंने कियारा के साथ भी पहले काम किया है फॉर करण's लव स्टोरीज, भूमि के साथ भूत में किया हुआ है. And the ensemble cast that we have, Shayaji Shinde, Renuka Shahane, Viraj Ghilani, Amay Wagh, all these actors, they are just fantastic and just good human beings. So us coming together just created a very good energy on set, and I really enjoyed just filming Govinda Naam Mera.
Vicky, Rahul here from the film.
Hi Rahul.
मेरा सवाल आपसे ये था कि ट्रेलर तो आज आई है, लेकिन फिल्म की जो तबाही है इंटरनेट पे पोस्टर आने के बाद ही हो गई थी. क्योंकि आपके फीमेल फैंस के कमेंट्स हम पढ़ा मैंने, तो जल रहे थे सब. तो वो फैंस की बात है, क्योंकि पोस्टर ही कुछ इस टाइप का, फायर टाइप का है. तो लेकिन घर की बात करें तो कटरीना जी का क्या रिएक्शन था? क्यों उन्होंने खुद देखी, आपने दिखाई पोस्टर?
पोस्टर पे क्या रिएक्शन था?
हाँ,
वेरी गुड लव, ये रिएक्शन था. उनको पोस्टर बहुत पसंद आया एंड शी इज लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू दिस फिल्म, बिकॉज उनको पता है कि जब भी ये मैंने पूरा बताया कि मेरे लिए कितना फन प्रोसेस था, मैं उनके साथ बहुत शेयर किया करता था कि यार आज ये मजा आया, आज वो मजा आया. सो शी इज ऑल्सो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द फिल्म. उन्होंने ट्रेलर देखा नहीं था जब तक मैं घर से निकला था, क्योंकि तब तक मेरे पास ही नहीं आया था ट्रेलर. तो उन्होंने भी शायद अब देखा होगा, मैंने उनसे बात नहीं की है. आई विल आस्क हर कि उन्हें ट्रेलर कैसा लगा. बट she is looking forward to all the creatives that are going to come and eventually watch the film also.
करण सर, आपसे सवाल ये था कि फिल्म में एक्ट्रेस को 2 एक्ट्रेस ऑफर करना पहले से चलता आ रहा है. कुछ होता है. मैं शाहरुख सर को मिला था, फिर टाइगर श्रॉफ को स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 2 में, फिर अभी 2 हीरोइन ऑफर विकी कौशल को. एक्टर्स की एक्सपेक्टेशन आपसे,
विकी कौशल को, टाइगर श्रॉफ को, ये कोई थाली में नहीं आए थे
सर. एक्सपेक्टेशन एक्टर्स की
मैंने
आपसे बढ़
ऑफर किया
जी. तो एक्सपेक्टेशन आपसे बढ़ती जा रही है एक्ट्रेस की. क्या कभी किसी एक्ट्रेस ने आपको अप्रोच किया, मुझे भी 2 हीरोइन ऑफर हो?
देखिए, पहले मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि इट्स द एज ऑफ द एक्टर, इट्स नॉट द एज ऑफ द स्टार, मेल और फीमेल. आई थिंक ये सारा जो हमारे है कि हीरो को 2 हीरोइंस मिली है, बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. इट्स अबाउट अ फिल्म अबाउट 3 आर्टिस्ट हु हैव ग्रेट पार्ट्स. और आई थिंक कोई किसी को मिलता नहीं. वो हर एक जो है वो अपने दम से यहाँ है इस इंडस्ट्री में. और ये 2 हमारे साथ जो अभिनेता, दोनों जो एक्ट्रेसेस हैं, द फिल्म वॉज कंप्लीट ओनली विथ ऑल 3 ऑफ देम. ऐसा नहीं था कि क्योंकि गोविंदा नाम मेरा है दैट इट्स ऑल अबाउट गोविंदा. जब आप पिक्चर देखोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा दैट द फिल्म बिलोंग्स टू ऑल 3 ऑफ देम. like the way it has unfolded, the way. So I feel like ये जो हमेशा बोला जाता है 2 एक्ट्रेसेस साथ काम नहीं करेंगे या 2 एक्टर्स नहीं आएंगे, ये सारी चीज़ें हम ही बनाते हैं, हम ही सुनते हैं और हम ही बात बिगाड़ते हैं. बहुत सारे ऐसे मौके हैं जहाँ बहुत सारे कलाकार एक साथ काम कर चुके हैं और हमारी यही तहे दिल से आशा है कि ये होते जाए. हमारी दूसरी आशा ये है कि ऐसे सवाल ना पूछे जाए.
करण, हाय विभाइया, आपसे दोनों से ये सवाल है, गौरव आपसे और करण आपसे. गोइंग बाय द सीटियाँ जो यहाँ पे बज रही थी, एनी सेकंड थॉट्स कि इसको सिनेमा हॉल ही लेके जाएं या साइमल्टेनियसली दोनों सिनेमा हॉल और OTT पे साथ में हो, क्योंकि इतनी सीटियाँ घर पे आप कहाँ पे देख पाएंगे?
वापस लेनी है
जी. हम हमेशा जानते थे दैट द फिल्म, और ये बात आई थिंक ये डिवाइड हमने खुद कर लिया है समटाइम्स कि कमर्शियल फिल्में थिएट्रिकल होती हैं और जो ऑल्टरनेट फिल्में हैं जो स्लाइटली ऑफ द कफ होती हैं वो डिजिटल के लिए. लेकिन आई थिंक हमने सोचा कि सबसे वाइड प्लेटफॉर्म डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार है. इनफैक्ट जितने घरों तक उनका रीच है उतने सिनेमा हॉल्स नहीं है हमारे देश में. तो आई रियली बिलीव कि ये मेन स्ट्रीम मसाला ट्विस्टेड एंटरटेनर को बहुत खूबसूरत घर मिला है. तो देयर आर नो सेकंड थॉट्स. इनफैक्ट हम चाहते हैं कि वो सीटियां और वो जो ताली की गूंज हम तक जरूर पहुंच जाएगी. हम ये दावे के साथ कह सकते हैं.
Karan, this is Rajiv here. On your right, Rajiv Vijayakar. On your right.
Yes, Rajiv.
Yeah. See, you have, from one film every 3 years or so, you have come to the time when you are making multiple projects for web as well as movies. And you just said that, Shashank offered something new for the Dharma stable. Now, when anything new like this comes, what is your first emotion? And do you go hunting for it, or does it come to you most of the time?
In fact, Rajiv, anything new rarely comes to me because everyone has their own perception of what we make. उन्होंने खुद बना दिया कि Dharma will only make a certain, and no matter how much we have broken that myth with our films, every time we've made a different film, हमें गला फाड़ के ये कहना है कि हमने कुछ अलग किया है. वो हमें credit बिल्कुल नहीं मिलता. You know, while we'll make a massive mainstream Brahmastra, we've also made Kapoor and Sons. You know, and this is just one example I'm giving you. बहुत सारी ऐसी फिल्में हमने बनाई हैं. While I have directed कभी खुशी कभी गम, I also made My Name is Khan. लेकिन हमेशा मुझसे ये भी पूछा जाता है कि आप कुछ अलग कब करोगे? आप कितना बनाए अलग? इससे ज़्यादा होगा भी नहीं. ये बहुत अलग है और हम बहुत proud है कि अलग है. And I'm always looking for just good stories. And whenever that comes on my table, I'm excited. And this is for everyone to know that we're always looking for great content. It doesn't matter, you know, what the genre is or what the syntax of the film is.
Is it exceptionally, delightful when something like this comes or something different
Absolutely,
comes?
especially from a filmmaker like Shashank Khaitan, whose repertoire of work has been completely different from actually the tone of this film. I think it speaks volumes of his versatility. So I was like, Shashank, when did you write this? So he was like, I just wrote it. I said, is this some? I told him, I said, आप मुझे बता सकते हो, you know, ये कहीं से लिया है क्या? So he's like, नहीं original है. ऐसे कोई वर्ड सिनेमा का, कई और लैंग्वेज का, अभी बता दो वरना लीगल प्रॉब्लम्स होंगे. He is like, नहीं बिल्कुल ओरिजिनल है. And I took a beat and I'm like, my God, such a good storyteller can actually show such complete versatility, and I think that's what's great about him.
Hi, Shashank.
Can I just respond to Vibha's question since she asked me to? I think just one thing I would like to add to what Karan said, and I think he gave a lovely answer. There is a really strong perception in our country that streaming is niche, that it is only intended to work for a very small part of our audience, which is in big cities and people with a lot of disposable income. Honestly, we are here to change that and do everything that we can do from a content perspective as well to make streaming mainstream, right? That the entire country, in the same way that cinema is mainstream, in the same way that television is mainstream, streaming can also be. So a lot of what we are doing with our content strategy, Vibha, is to make choices which a large part of this country can enjoy. And I think we started in that direction. We were the first streamer that grew because we had a lot of cricket, right? We have added to that now by having really, really popular films and shows that have a really wide audience as well. So I think everything that we are trying to do, we want it to be high quality and we want it to be for a very large number of people. Sometimes we succeed, sometimes we don't. That's part of the business. But our intent is not to create small niche pieces of content which very, very few people can enjoy. Our intent is to create something that all of India can enjoy.
Great. Thank you, Gaurav. There was a question coming from Shashank.
Shashank,
So, yeah.
here. Just now, Karan said that you're an exceptional storyteller, which is amazing, which is true. But one thing that really connects with the audience is that you have an amazing understanding of the audience pulse today, with your films especially, and the way they work. I am a 90s kid. Most of us here would be 80s and 90s kid. And I feel that this is that film which we would love to watch. You know, those masala movies which we have grown up watching. How did that idea come from? Because I have another question, but there was a loot case that happened which we loved, you know. There was an Andhadhun which we loved. There's a murder mystery in Hollywood which I loved, like Murder Mystery the movie, these are comedy thrillers, quirky thrillers. How did this idea come in place, and did you ever feel the pressure that you have to deliver because people think that you have the audience pulse?
Thank you for the question. First of all, I don't focus on results. I just focus on the process. I write because it gives me a lot of happiness. I write every day of my life. And I think we oftentimes get too caught up in ki ye hit hogi, ki flop hogi. I think we are creative people. Our job is to create. I think our job is to also take some chances. शायद अच्छी नहीं बने या शायद लोगों को पसंद ना आए. But I think that's what will give us growth. So I don't think of that. And yes, I'm a 90s kid as well. I mean, I've seen the cinema. We were just joking backstage कि Karan आपकी फिल्म में देख के हम बड़े हुए हैं. So, and it's not ageist Karan. तो but that's the truth, you know. And Karan said कि तुमने ये world cinema देख के copy किया है क्या? I said हमने कोई world cinema देखा ही नहीं है. मतलब जब मैं पहली बार film school में गया था, तो मुझे लोग पूछ रहे थे आपने Godfather देखी और मैं सबको झूठ बोल रहा था. I said हाँ. और मैं सबसे सीख के फिर break में बोलता था या Corleone या correct. तो my exposure to world cinema happened only in film school. उसके पहले हम लोग सिर्फ हिंदी फिल्में देखते थे और शायद इसके लिए मुझे जॉनर समझ में नहीं आते हैं because they were a mix of genres. There was just like everything came together and give you a holistic experience. मैंने वही ट्राई किया and I actually don't overthink anything. मेरे को अगर एक कैरेक्टर पसंद आ गया या एक स्टोरी पसंद आ गई, I write it and I actually when I look at other people's work, आपने अंधाधुन की बात की और आपने लूटकेस की बात की and films of this nature, जब मैं कोई भी इंस्पायरिंग फिल्म देखता हूँ कि यार क्या कमाल की बनाई है, मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि क्या मैं कुछ लिख सकता हूँ. Because I don't want to be a limited filmmaker. I don't want to just make a particular genre. मैं चाहता हूँ कि भले ही work हो नहीं हो, I keep pushing myself to do better work, and this is just an attempt to do that.
We have, after Anand's question, we have just 2 last questions, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, please go ahead.
Apurva, I also want to ask you that this is Dharma's foray into the genre, basically, the comedy thriller genre. And it's lovely that you guys are trying out this because you are partnering with somebody who has actually delivered an Andhadhun and somebody who's delivered a loot case. So do you feel that this is a collaborative partnership that has worked well for the film as well?
Absolutely. I think we've had we've had a very great run with both these amazing studios. I think Viacom, we've done 3 films with them recently. We've done a lot of work with Hotstar. So I think and I think all the good luck is definitely going to rub onto us.
Okay, I have no questions, but I have to tell you that Vicky, Ki and Bhumi, I loved what we saw in the trailer. It was fab.
Hey guys.
All right, thank you, Nayan. Thank you.
Hey guys, here.
Hi.
Hi. For all 3 of y'all, and like Nayan said, you know, amazing trailer. All 3 of y'all have a very different style of dialogues in the film. So if we can have each one of you say your favorite line from the film in your style. Go for it, guys.
उसके लिए अच्छा ए बेकार नहीं हूँ मैं कोरियोग्राफर हूँ
हमको सब आता है लॉकिंग पॉपिंग जैज हिप हॉप साल्सा सब कुछ आता है हम लोग को देखने का है तो 16 दिसंबर को आ रहा है ना 16 दिसंबर को देख लेना
ए तेरे गर्लफ्रेंड के आगे ना तेरा इज्जत जमा देगी मैं समझा
All right, thank you so much for that.
Ajit Andhare, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just now, Karan said the collaboration, your collaboration, Hotstar, Disney, Hotstar, and Dharma collaboration has always seen ups. What is the success mantra?
Look, yes, first of all, it has seen ups because you know, Gehraiya made a huge impact on Amazon. Jug Jug, of course, received a lot of love, appreciation, numbers in theatre. And on this one, and there were some questions around this, I think this was a script that when I discussed initially with Karan, we were clear that we will go digital on this, and that's where this film is going to really find its maximum audience, you know. So I think it's a DNA which, you know, which is the same passion for storytelling, which is the same sort of mindset which is looking to do different things. We do a massive repertoire of films, you know. It's hard to put, let's say, Andhadhun, Drishyam, Oh My God, or, you know, Bhag Milkha together. So I think as a studio, that's what Dharma also does. You know, if you see the range of films they do. And I think it's this range and the quest for kind of finding, you know, new stories to tell which kind of binds us together. Yeah, I think that's really what it is, and I hope this continues and the up remains an up and goes further from here.
Kiara, my question to you is, Karan also called you the darling of the world. How do you like the tag? And you...
I said darling of the nation.
Nation,
Let's
sorry.
not push it.
Nation, sorry.
I love the tag.
Darling of the nation. And all his films, you know, your association in his films have brought success. So can we call you the blue-eyed girl of Dharma?
You know, truly, ma'am, I mean, Karan hasn't launched me per se in the movies. My first film wasn't a Dharma film. But every film after that I've done, which has been a Dharma film, starting from Love Stories to Guilty, to Jug Jug, Sher Shah, Good News, I think my most unique characters and my most loved films have been with Dharma, with Karan. And I've been truly blessed to have worked with such wonderful filmmakers and such a wonderful team under his guidance and with him in Last Stories. That this bond is truly special for me. It's always going to be. And thank you, Karan. I really hope that, like you said, Govida Naam Mera is yet another extraordinary film that we make together that's going to be loved by all.
Blue-eyed girl of Dharma. Well, we have both with the same name who are blue-eyed girls of Dharma, supposedly. But that's just an inside statement no one's going to get. But Kiara, it truly has been amazing. And I think we keep talking about it and we feel like now we have to keep going now. We haven't got a film together as of now. So I think right after this, we need to speak about that. Yeah.
We'll be chatting back.
Yeah, right. I'll make sure I've got the contract with me. Abhi tak, immediately sign, yeah. Before somebody else grabs the darling of the nation. Hanji. Yes.
There's a keyhole in O. Who has the chabi of it?
शशांक. Audience की चाबी हमेशा director के पास होती है. अभी दिल की चाबी तो बाद में बात करेंगे. That was our last question, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being such a fantastic audience as well as engaging us with conversation.